Speaking of mechanical devices that don't work, the Chinese lunar rover. Oh, poor Rover. We're gonna cry over that. Oh, it's so sad. So you guys know, the Chinese sent a rover to the moon. Not very long into its tenure there, it had the, I don't know, mechanical equivalent of a stroke and was believed to be dead. It even wrote its own obituary and sent it back to Earth. And suddenly, 2 days ago, in a very Lazarus-like moment, it was resurrected. And they don't quite know how long it's going to last or what kind of data they're going to get back. But with that in mind, I just want to remind all of us that 10 years ago, NASA sent 2 rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, to Mars, which is 150 times further away than the moon. And we are still getting back good data. All right, I don't know, it's just this weird sense of national pride that I feel about the fact that we are so much better at this. Yes, if you are from NASA, you give yourselves a hand. Seriously, it is so awesome. So I think that part of my problem with this national pride that I'm having is because the Olympics are going on, you know, and I don't even really like the Olympics. For me, PE was 45 minutes of requisite torture every day in elementary school. I don't get it. I have a theory that there's really only 2 kinds of Olympic athletes. Those from developing nations whose parents had no choice but to sell their children into sports training. And those from first world countries whose wealthy parents recognized that their children were not particularly academically inclined. So I, for some reason, still get really excited about the games. I get excited about the fact that the first person to win gold was an American. I get excited about the fact that there is a new event for women, a ski jumping event that before was previously not a category because they were worried that women's uteruses would fall out upon impact. I get really excited about the fact that I'm not actually in Sochi. Because it is a hot mess over there, right? I mean, the water isn't drinkable or bathable. It's like radioactive. The poor Russians who are actually employed by the games, who've had their part in it not go well, have been found knifed to death in back alleys. Even the host country's president, Vladimir Putin, is going around and blaming all these problems on the gays. You know, he tried to blame the final ring and the Olympic logo not opening up on the gays in Russia. And I just want to set the record straight that I work in the theater, and if the gays had been in charge of that final ring, not only would it have deployed on time, but RuPaul would have emerged from it on a unicorn amidst an explosion of glitter, while Pussy Riot rushed out playing Queen's We Are the Champions as tiny pink plastic bottles filled with pure Icelandic glacier water would have been parachuted gently down into the hands of every man, woman, and child in the Olympic Village. #epic. I hope that by the end of the games, that every athlete can stand up and proudly claim who they are to the world, and that they can be brave like Michael Sam, the Missouri State football player, who could perhaps be the first professional football player to be openly gay, right? I hope that we can all come together and realize that we have something very special in common, a shared joy at watching the Chinese fail in space. No, I don't, that was not what I meant to say that we all have a shared joy in living in this wonderful universe of ours, under the same stars, the same sun, and the very same moon. Because on this Valentine's Day weekend, ooh, what a little moonlight can do. Ooh, what a little moonlight can do. You're in love, your heart is all aflutter, all day long you only stutter, 'cause your poor heart just won't utter the words I love you. What a little moonlight can do. Wait till the little moonbeams come peeping through. You'll get bold, and then he can't resist you. All you can say after he kissed you is, ooh, ooh, what a little moonlight can do. Ooh, but a do bedu bedu, but a sweet Georgia Brown, la 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 la. Ooh, but a what a little moonlight can do. Can do. Thank you.